Hello Gemini, we meet again. This is going to be your how does he or she feel about you reading for the month of, for the first half of February? For the first half of February. This is going to be your how does he or she feel about you reading for February 1st to the 15th. I guess you should divide it up from February 1st to the 14th since there's only 28 days. That was ugly. Let me get it together. Y'all are my first video, so let me get in the groove of things first. What messages do you have for the sign of Gemini? How is their partner feeling about them from February 1st to the 14th? What messages do you have for the Gemini? Love messages. How is their partner feeling about them? How are they seeing them in the month of February from the 1st to the 14th? One more shuffle and we should be good. Gemini. All right, let's go. 7 of Wands. So you and your partner are probably exhibiting this energy, but I feel like this is you exhibiting this energy. 7 of Wands, possibly to a fire sign. Got the Empress. So basically your partner is thinking of you in a commitment type of way, but they're also, I feel like because you guys got this in your monthly that I just did yesterday, I feel like you and your partner are both feeling this about each other. So this is the thinking, what they think about you. And I think they think either they know you're about to commit to them, they have a feeling that you're about to commit or get serious about them, or they feel this way about you. They see growth. They feel like this situation can grow. So if you're dealing with a Gemini, okay, as a Gemini, put it this way, your partner is feeling like you're about to commit to them. They're thinking about commitment. They're thinking that you're growing the partnership for the future. They can see that you are more about growth in the partnership. That's the way I want to say that. And then we got the 6 of Wands here. So you got the 7 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So this person feels like they're coming out of conflict with you. I feel like you guys had, this is a recent conflict, like within the last couple of days or the last week or so. And they feel kind of triumphant from that. I think, Gemini, you may have been in a position where you either had to apologize or you were in a position where you had to, not so much apologize, but be the one to atone for something that was done. But either way, they feel like they've gotten over some type of conflict with you. They feel better about the situation. Got the, okay, what did I just say? The commitment, right? So we got the 4 of Wands. So I feel like you both are on a plateau of we're going to commit. You guys are on the same level. Like you guys are seeing things because their mind is focused on commitment. If you're a Gemini female dealing with a man, then, or female, no judging here, your partner is definitely thinking about commitment where you're concerned. And if you are a Gemini man, your woman, or Gemini female too. Let's put it this way. If you're the Gemini, your partner knows, because I'm trying to be politically correct for everybody, and I don't want to sound like I'm leaving anybody out. So if you're a Gemini, your partner feels like you're about to commit to them. The reason why I'm saying this is because usually, traditionally, there's a certain person that's going to be the person who proposes or brings up commitment before the other person. No matter what the relationship is, they're usually somebody who's more of the leader and setting the tone of the relationship. So the person who's embodying the more masculine energy is thinking about commitment, and the person who is more on the receiving end of that is aware of that. Got the 8 of Pentacles, so we're putting in work. I feel like Geminis, either you're putting in work or your partner's putting in work, but there's work being done mainly behind the scenes. I feel like they might not even know, Gemini, the work that you're putting in to make this commitment happen or to grow the partnership and make it more stable. And if Your partner is putting in the work, Gemini. You're not aware of what work they're putting in to get you, you know, to further this Empress energy. But your partner's definitely had some I should have said that before I took this card out. I was gonna say your partner definitely has some type of revelation about their feelings for you, and you know that's the Ace of Swords. So that's a revelation, some type of new perspective. I feel like there's a new perspective with how they're dealing with you. There's definitely a new beginning in the future for Geminis. I'm seeing that, especially where the relationships are concerned. Stability, commitment is in the field for Geminis. And I feel like both partners are feeling that energy. They're feeling that this relationship is going to be taken to the next level. Now, what I don't understand here is the Seven of Wands. So I feel like even if you guys both know where this is headed, you guys are not talking about it. Okay, so we got the Ace of Swords again. So it's definitely a new perspective. I think, and I'm feeling like you guys are super guarded about, I don't understand. Why? Okay, so the Six of Swords is adamant about coming out, no matter what I do. You've seen it come out twice. So definitely moving on from conflict. I mean, moving on from like unknown waters, treacherous waters into good waters, moving on from harder times into better times. Maybe you guys are very protective about it. Maybe you're focused and you're not letting anything in that's obstructing this new perspective or obstructing this new beginning in the relationship. I feel like if you are being creative, if you are putting in work on the career end, and that has something to do with this new beginning that you're trying to have with your partner, you're very guarded about it. I don't even think you're telling your partner about some of the things that you have, because it's like, I feel like what tends to happen sometimes is Geminis tend to communicate a lot what they want to do, and it's not necessarily happening yet in their life, because Geminis love to communicate. I mean, even just regular ideas that they have for the future. So this person, if you've been dealing with them for a while, they've been hearing about what you're doing, but they haven't necessarily seen it manifest. So with that, your partner may have lost hope in you. You may have felt like your partner is moving away. I'm getting fire sign very strong with all these wands here. But this person might have lost a little bit of hope in your relationship. So because of that, you're not even talking. You're walking the walk. You're like, I'm not even going to tell them what I'm about to do. I'm working behind the scenes. I'm working to make these things manifest, and I'm not even going to tell them what's up. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Ace of Swords. So yeah, there's some swift, yeah, y'all are dealing with a fire sign, I feel like, Geminis. Y'all are both on this is balanced energy. I feel like y'all are both with these sixes, the six here. I feel like this is both, you both are feeling this way. There's going to be some swift action due to a new perspective. I really feel like with this eclipse, some truth is going to come out that kind of shifts things in a different direction. This eclipse is going to be freaking massive. Let's see here. So there's a Ten of Wands with the Four of Wands. So I feel like both of you are definitely releasing burdens, releasing past energy that didn't work for the partnership. You guys are releasing past energy that didn't work for the partnership. You guys are really focused on bringing in this new energy. Your partner's definitely focused on it. That's where their mind is. They're trying to release burdens. They're trying to let go of things that are no longer serving this partnership because they don't want you to go. And I think they see you this way, Gemini. I feel like this is more Gemini doing this, and they're seeing it. They're seeing it. They're seeing the shift that you guys are putting in. Because I feel like Gemini's been putting in a lot of work, especially where their career is concerned and money and things like that. So now it's just time to level up. And Gemini's been actually really leveling up. So I feel like your partner is getting this feeling like, okay, there might be some commitment on the horizon, or they have gotten this new perspective about you, Gemini, and they're ready to commit. They're ready to make swift movements towards this new perspective. Let me see what this Eight of Wands here for. Why is this Eight of Wands here? So this is the two of swords in this deck is if you're not communicating with them, they could be doing this without your communication because of a past conflict. Communication might be a little strained, but this is also freedom from distraction. This is also like, yeah, they're ready. They're like, okay, I got that download. I got what I needed to know this is the person for me, or this is what I want, the direction I want to move into. So definitely look out around spring, guys. I'm seeing a lot of spring energy, especially with the Empress. I see some commitment coming for Gemini from spring, either from your partner or you're going to be pursuing this yourself. So that's what I see coming up. Look out for the eclipse reading that I'm going to do for every sign. It's going to kind of, I feel like the eclipse is too massive for me not to be out here reading for people because it's about to get messy. So I will see you guys for the next reading, Gemini. Thank you. And if you need a personal reading, everything is in the description.